Okay. So this was the retelling of it by this comic book movie here. So check this out.
Break it down.
Thunderbolts star David Harbour is accused of bullying and harassing Millie Bobby Brown. Multiple tabloids are now reporting that Black Widow star David Harbour harassed and bullied his Stranger Things co-star Millie Bobby Brown heading into the Netflix series' fifth and final season. David Harbour has been in the headlines for the past couple of weeks after his ex-wife Lily Allen released her new album, West End Girl. In that, she shared many sordid details about their relationship, dropping some devastating infidelity accusations. Harbour, who has been known for playing some father figures in the movies and TV shows he's appeared in, hasn't come out on the other side untarnished. Now, several tabloids, including Radar Online, are sharing some supposed accusations about the actor's alleged conduct on Stranger Things. 11 actress Millie Bobby Brown is said to have accused Harbour, who plays Jim Hopper, of bullying and harassing her before season 5. Harbour was allegedly the subject of an internal inquiry after the British actress filed a formal complaint, though he was not accused of any sexual misconduct. Source tells the site Millie Bobby Brown filed a harassment and bullying claim before they started shooting the last season. There were pages and pages of accusations. The investigation went on for months. Response to these claims, Netflix source said it will be a theatrical event. Nothing is going to overshadow it, not even the leading man's private life. Due to these claims of bullying, the 20-year-old Bobby Brown is said to have a personal representative with her on set throughout filming on the final series, with another insider explaining it's unfortunate that Mr. Harbour's personal woes have hit the headlines at a time when Stranger Things fans were looking forward to a global celebration to mark the end of the groundbreaking show. It's not clear what the outcome of the investigation was, but Harbour will still appear in Stranger Things season 5 and wasn't dropped from the series. Brown didn't appreciate the way her co-star conducted himself. Then they were likely kept apart with that representative there to ensure that nothing was said or done to fall in the category of harassment and bullying. As always, until the trades weigh in, it's best to report this with a pinch of salt. It will, however, be worth keeping an eye on. Neither Brown nor Harbour have made any sort of comment. Again, this is a major story.
Yep.
It's a major story because here's why.
Yeah.
And let's go with the commenters who are saying, well, it's the Daily Mail. You can't take the Daily Mail serious. Let's say that you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
Someone went to them and they decided to publish this. And now they are potentially, if everything is false and they publish this without vetting it, making sure it was accurate, they are going to be sued for a lot of money. And then the real story will be David Harbour suing Daily Mail and possibly his ex-wife for millions of dollars. And if proven to be BS, rightfully so.
Right.
The flip side, no matter who reported on it, if it turns out to be true, we have to hear from Millie Bobby Brown. You have to. She's whether these claims are not true, then that shuts this down and then that lawsuit can start. But this is a story, and the question is, at what extent was it? Was he in a place also? Because look, not that this is okay.
Yeah.
But is it a place where he's fighting with his ex-wife? He takes it into work. He screams and yells at her at one point.
Yeah.
He's out of line. And they say, I was so out of line. Let's get past this. And that happens. People are allowed to be human beings. And if she was okay with it, I would be okay with it down the line.
Yeah.
But I don't know the circumstances. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you make of this?
I mean, look, there's according to the report, there's 30 pages of this. So there's a lot of evidence, a lot of not evidence. How to say it? There's a lot of accusations. There's a lot of claims being made here. If you can read between the lines of what's being reported from Millie Bobby Brown's side of things. And listen, this is absolutely timed for maximum damage to David Harbour. And I don't mean that to defend David Harbour. I'm saying it's clear that this guy pissed off Lily Allen and pissed off Millie Bobby Brown to the point where this stuff is happening almost in.
Well, we don't know if he pissed off Millie Bobby Brown yet.
Reportedly, right? Okay.
Right.
In concert at the same time, like Lily Allen's album dropped, which absolutely skewers him throughout. And look, infidelity. I mean, they had an open relationship. You can have that's between.
Yeah, she's rumored to have infidelity too. By the way,
right? It's not my business. It's their relationship. I'm not going to comment on that. Their stuff, because it's always one-sided when the person's doing an album. Hello, Taylor Swift. But the other side of the thing is this situation where it's like, okay, well, is there repeated incidences on the set, and why are we just now hearing about it? Why haven't we heard all of this stuff before? How much has Netflix been kind of sitting on this stuff and quieting this stuff? And who leaked it if this is a legitimate report? who leaked it so that this would
Yeah.
all come out right when everyone else is already jumping on David Harbour. And so you have to ask these kinds of questions here because if Millie didn't approve the leaking, you're kind of fucking with Millie too.
100%. Especially
Right?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're dragging her into this and forcing her. Yeah, and that's not right either.
No, because imagine a situation where she was uncomfortable, whatever it might be, and she said, "Look, I don't want to make this public. I want to handle this. I'm not feeling great about it. I got to tell Netflix about it."
Right.
And then he comes in, they sit down, and he's like, "Oh my God, I've been a freaking asshole. I apologize. You know what? I didn't realize what I was doing at the time. I lost my temper. Are you cool with me? I'm cool with you. It's okay. Let's just put this past us. I'm going to have somebody on set with me. I understand. Let's just work through it. Let's do it." That is a very possible and human possibility, right?
Right.
But what's also possible is that he tells his wife at the time, ex-wife, whatever it might be, and then shit goes sour, and she's like, "I'm going to tell them that went down."
Very possible. Lily may be going scorched earth right now.
100%.
And if you know Lily Allen, I've followed her for many, many years. I love Lily. She is a DGAF person, and she does. And when she is done with you, she is done with you, and she has no problem setting the earth on fire around you. So I would not be surprised that she was the source for this stuff. Not that I'm accusing her of being the source, but I would not be surprised if through like intermediaries she let this be out, because as you said, they're mentioning his wife who at the time Lily Allen, so she would have access to this stuff because apparently in the report it says she was supporting him all through the accusations from Millie Bobby Brown's side of things. So.
Right. So that's what I say. And this, look, we have seen this too many times where people go, "Oh, well, first of all, we don't even know what Millie Bobby Brown has even said."
Right. We don't know what the actual accusations are.
We don't know how she's feeling about it today and how she felt about it 2 years ago.
Right. So very good point.
So what you cannot say is, "Oh, that's it. He bullying the guy. Get him out." You can't do that.
Right.
You can't. You have to figure out what's going on. You have to discuss it to be able and another again to combat people that I would never hire in a million years that said, "Don't cover this."
Yeah.
To combat that, you have to have these conversations because of the down the line of, well, what's next in this? Because if you are the commenters who are saying, "Oh, you can't take it seriously," if they are fabricating this and they're putting the man's name out there and doing this is a big story and a big problem, and they should go down financially.
Yeah. Right. If that's the situation there. So and you know, someone said Lily Allen is washed up in the chat. No, she isn't. Her album just came out, and it's the highest charting album she's had since 2014. She's very much not washed up, and people are loving this album. Dare I say it, more than the Taylor Swift album. It's getting reviewed better than that Taylor Swift album is. So she is still creating great music, and sometimes you need to be inspired to do that, and clearly she is. And I think she's taking no prisoners, and this is the Lily Allen that I love. I love a Lily Allen that takes no prisoners. Man.
I just need to hear. I mean, and like you said, it's unfortunate. But because she was brought into this, Millie Bobby Brown needs to be heard from here. A statement needs to be heard of, even if it was like, there was something that went down, but we have moved past it, and I have no ill will towards David Harbour whatsoever. And we have worked it out with Netflix, and we're so excited about the next season. Everyone then will be, and even people could say, "See, there was nothing there," and I would say, "Yes, but I'm glad we talked about it, because now the Daily Mail can say, we're in trouble here. We're in trouble."
I think you're doing exactly what you sometimes advise us to do in situations over the years. And if people like create a controversy or get upset about something, just chill, let it blow over. People will find something else to be upset about. Maybe Netflix is telling David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown, don't say anything just now. We've got a big season coming. Please. Maybe there's contractual stuff, NDAs, legal stuff that was settled. There's all kinds of possibilities here.
Sure.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Sure.
But I agree with you. If you remove that, I absolutely would love to hear from both of them what their opinions are about this report coming out and what the situation is that happened. Not that they need to go into details, because that's their own personal stuff.
Something simple.
Yeah.
Like everything.
This is everything behind the scenes. They should come out together with a statement.
This is blown out of proportion. We had difficulty on set that we worked past, and Netflix, myself and David, we're good.
We're good. Yeah.
You get that, then Daily Mail is in trouble.
Right. Exactly.
And whoever leaked this to them is in trouble. Because if it's not vetted. So either way, I hope it works itself out to where it is that type of scenario, honestly, because I like David Harbour. I don't know what the accusations are. I really don't. I really don't know what they are. And like I said, and if he is losing his temper, going through some shit, and then he apologized and whatever it might be,
Yeah.
I am not someone who's going to say, look, I've been in situations, like I told him many times over, been very open about it. I went through some shit for a year dealing with shit that I should have been when I lost my brother, we lost Schnepp, did all these things, and I bottled that shit up, and I didn't talk to anybody about that stuff. I let that shit sit and fester, and say, oh, I'm good for a year. And then what I did, I lost it on air, and and paid for it, and paid for it,
and then
paid for it. Right, so rightfully so, though, because you should. What did you say?
And then you beat me up in the lobby. I remember that. That was
I beat you up. That's right. I gave you a headbutt. And I broke my head on your noggin. But but the point is that you get into places where when you're in this, and it's like you have to be able to work through.
And climb out the other side of it. And everybody judging, you all have fucked up too. You all have made mistakes. You all have lost your minds on people. You all have exploded at family members, said the most horrific stuff. And we're in a place where, and I get it. I know Roke is maybe not the person to be saying this stuff, but like we need to understand about situations and not just jump immediately, go, this is the truth and screw them and blah, blah, blah. We have to, have a little more grace, have a little more understanding, let the facts all come out, and then decide what we feel about these kinds of things. Because sadly, we're all complicit in this social media reaction to everything and immediate judgment, and we don't know what the facts are. And Kristian, as you alluded to, there have been quite a few instances over the last few years where more facts have come out, and people are like, "Oh crap! Oh,
maybe." No, you got to pay attention. You just got to wait. People want to take they automatically want to take the right side, and they don't know what the right side is. But I will say, my favorite comment so far, as you were saying like everyone's yelled at their family members or done this.
Yeah.
My favorite comment that I have seen so far is from Joshua Gonzalez. He says, "No, I'm better than them." It's good. It's good. All right. Anyway, where do you guys stand on this in general? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Since I started doing this show, I really have been introduced some brands that just really fit what I'm looking for in my lifestyle, and nothing could be more true than that with Factor. I love Factor. It's so good. It's not the easiest to try to find times to cook. That's why I love Factor. They have the chef prepped, they have the dietitian approved meals. It makes it so easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season is going to get. So there's more variety, there's more meals. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp. That's what I get, to be honest with you. No extra cost. You can support your wellness goals, even more GLP-1 friendly meals and new Mediterranean diet options packed with protein and good for you fats. For the first time ever, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors. It's influenced by China, Thailand, and more. There's more choices, better nutrition, and that is why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. You can feel the difference no matter your routine. I love it. You should love it too. It's been so helpful for me, especially when I'm getting back from the gym. Like, I got to eat something good. Factor says, here you go. So you eat smart at factormeals.com/Kristian50 off. You got to use that code Kristian50 off. You get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Do you hear that? I'm going to tell you again. That's code Kristian50 off at factormeals.com. 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. You get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with the code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Factor! It's so delicious. It's delicious.